Why senior travelers choose Curitiba. There is a city in Brazil that challenges everything you believe is possible in a modern metropolis. While many capitals around the world grapple with congestion, pollution, and urban chaos, Curitiba has proven for decades that urban progress and quality of life not only coexist, they thrive together. And the most intriguing part? This transformation has not sacrificed the cultural authenticity or the safety every visitor seeks. Here, you don't visit isolated attractions. You experience a smart urban ecosystem where efficient mobility, sustainability, refined gastronomy, vibrant art, and history connect seamlessly. Every detail has been designed with you in mind, from the way you move through the city to the moment you watch a sunset reflected on tranquil lakes. The senior traveler can explore all of Curitiba with complete comfort, accessibility, and peace of mind, living like a resident, not a rushed visitor. When you sit on a bench in Tangua Park at dusk, or enjoy a submarino, the iconic Curitiban drink of hot chocolate with coffee, while listening to stories of the immigrants who built the city, you realize you are experiencing something rare: depth, authenticity, and comfort simultaneously. But there is much more to discover. Details that turn a simple visit into an experience that changes the way you understand what a city can be. This guide was created specifically for you, someone who seeks to understand a city, connect with its history, and explore its authentic culture. But don't keep this discovery to yourself. Share it with friends, family, and colleagues who also long to experience a destination where safety, quality of life, and cultural authenticity are perfectly integrated. Because the best trips are the ones we share, and Curitiba is waiting for all of you to transform the way you understand what a city can be. Botanical Garden, a benchmark in urban sustainability. Curitiba's Botanical Garden represents far more than a simple green space. It is a living symbol of the city's commitment to environmental preservation and sustainable urban planning. Inaugurated in 1991, this garden was conceived as part of a broader vision of urban transformation that placed Curitiba on the international map as a reference in sustainability. The site simultaneously serves as a space for the conservation of plant species, a public leisure area, and a center for environmental education, offering visitors an experience that blends natural beauty with ecological purpose. The physical structure impresses from the entrance, with its iconic glass and iron greenhouse that shelters tropical plants, and it extends across more than 178,000 square meters of themed gardens. For the senior traveler, the site's accessibility is exemplary, with paved pathways, strategically distributed rest areas, and infrastructure that enables a comfortable exploration of the grounds. The araucarias, trees native to Brazil's southern region, are the identity core of the Botanical Garden and of the entire Curitiba area. Commonly known as Paraná pines, these majestic trees can reach up to 50 meters in height and are historical symbols of the region, having given rise to the very name Curitiba, derived from Tupi-Guarani, meaning land of pines. The fruit of the araucaria, the pinhão, is a traditional food that has become part of the local gastronomic identity and can be found in several typical regional dishes. Within the Botanical Garden, one can observe well-preserved specimens of these trees, as well as a special gallery called the Four Seasons, Quatro Estações, which features plants characteristic of different times of the year. Safety on the premises is ensured by constant surveillance and adequate lighting, allowing visitors of all ages to enjoy the space with peace of mind. Planning a visit to the Botanical Garden requires attention to a few practical details to ensure an optimized experience. The best time to photograph and appreciate the site's beauty is in the early morning, between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., or late afternoon, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., when natural light is softer and more favorable. The recommended average length of stay is 40 to 60 minutes for a complete visit, allowing you to explore the main points without excessive rush. The entrance is located at Avenida Faria Lima, number 1427, in the Jardim Botanico neighborhood, with easy access by public transportation and parking available. the Curitiba Botanical Garden is a living testament to the city's commitment to sustainability and environmental preservation. Its meticulously planned gardens, with native and exotic species carefully catalogued, reveal the beauty of an ecosystem in harmony. Tree-lined trails, mirror-like lakes, and glass structures that integrate with the natural landscape create an immersive experience where environmental education meets aesthetic contemplation. The initiative to transform this space into a center for research and ecological awareness positions Curitiba as a benchmark in green innovation in Brazil. Each visit reinforces the message that urban development and the preservation of nature can go hand in hand. But Curitiba holds much more than natural beauty. As you leave the gardens behind, the next stop invites you to explore the city's historic heart, where centuries of memories await to be rediscovered, and the stories that shaped Curitiba come to life in the streets, architecture, and traditions that endure to this day. Historic Center with free walking tour and Sunday Market. Curitiba's Historic Center functions as a living museum, where every street, square, and building tells a story dating back to the 17th and 18th centuries, when the region was an important thoroughfare for traders and drovers moving cattle and goods between the South and Brazil's interior. Tiradentes Square, located in the heart of downtown, marks the city's zero milestone and is surrounded by historically significant monuments, including the Church of the Rosary, built in 1737, and the Curitiba Memorial, which documents the region's urban and cultural evolution. The free walking tour, a guided service offered by local residents, provides an immersive experience in which visitors learn about colonial architecture, the traditions of European immigrants, and the city's transformation over the centuries. This walking tour is particularly suitable for the senior traveler, as it offers a controlled pace, frequent rest stops, and detailed explanations of each point of interest, with an average duration of 2.5 hours. The Largo da Ordem Market, Feirinha do Largo da Ordem, held every Sunday morning between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., is a space where local artisans, traditional food producers, and artists exhibit their work in a safe, well-organized environment. This market offers a unique opportunity to purchase authentic regional products, including roasted pinhão, homemade sweets, broinhas de chuva, corn cake, and homemade preserves, as well as woodcraft and textiles handmade by local artisans who preserve the recipes and techniques of past generations. Comfort is ensured by partial cover, benches for resting, and easy circulation between stalls, allowing visitors of any age to enjoy the experience unhurriedly. Combining the morning free walking tour with the Largo Market creates a perfect Sunday itinerary in Curitiba, offering both historical learning and an authentic cultural experience, where traditional gastronomy and local crafts come to life in a genuine way. To make the most of these attractions, it is recommended to book the free walking tour in advance through specialized online platforms, indicating the number of participants and language preferences. Tours available in Portuguese, English, and Spanish. Security in the Historic Center is reinforced by regular policing and adequate lighting, especially in areas with higher tourist traffic. After the tour, the transition to the Largo Market is natural, as the two attractions are only a 10-minute walk from each other, allowing for a continuous flow of visits. With this information in hand, you are ready to explore Curitiba's historical roots and connect with the cultural authenticity that defines the city's identity. But Curitiba's story is not limited to the past. The next stop reveals where tradition meets contemporary life. On Rua 15 de Novembro and at Boca Maldita, spaces where a sense of belonging to the city finds its voice, where residents and visitors meet, and where the vibrant energy of the present pulses through conversations, cafes, and the stories that continue to be written every day. Rua 15 de Novembro and Boca Maldita, tradition and contemporary life. Rua 15 de Novembro represents a historic milestone in the evolution of modern urbanism, being the first pedestrian street dedicated to major commerce implemented in a Brazilian capital in 1972. This innovative decision, taken during Mayor Jaime Lerner's administration, transformed a traditional vehicle thoroughfare into a space exclusively dedicated to commerce, leisure, and pedestrian circulation, creating a model that would later be replicated in several cities around the world. Today, Rua 15 de Novembro stretches for approximately 1.4 kilometers and is home to more than 500 shops, restaurants, cafes, and cultural spaces, serving as the city's main commercial and entertainment hub. For the senior traveler, accessibility is ensured by a flat, well-maintained surface, the absence of steps, rest benches distributed along the entire stretch, and clear signage in multiple languages. Safety is reinforced by constant surveillance, adequate lighting, and the regular presence of security personnel, allowing visitors of any age to stroll with peace of mind. Boca Maldita, located at the confluence of Rua 15 de Novembro and Avenida Getulio Vargas, is an open-air public space where benches and shaded areas create a welcoming environment. For decades, this historic meeting point has attracted intellectuals, artists, and politicians who gather to debate ideas, converse, and share experiences, turning the street into a living place where culture and critical thought circulate freely. The name Boca Maldita originates from the lively and often controversial conversations that take place there, reflecting the tradition of freedom of expression and critical thinking that characterizes Curitiba's culture. Near Boca Maldita stands the Garcés building, a notable example of modernist architecture dating to 1952, which represents the stylistic transition Curitiba experienced during the 20th century. Also in this area is the statue of Enedina Alves Marques, Brazil's first Black female engineer, who has become a symbol of inclusion, diversity, and perseverance, representing the values of equality the city seeks to promote. Exploring this area is made comfortable by the proximity of points of interest, allowing for a complete visit in approximately 45 minutes of unhurried walking. To optimize the experience in this region, it is recommended to walk in mid-morning, between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., or early afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., periods when foot traffic is moderate and lighting conditions are ideal for photography. Rua 15 de Novembro offers several options for breaks, including cafes, restaurants, and rest areas, allowing visitors to set their pace according to their needs. Its proximity to the historic center, just a 5-minute walk, enables a natural integration with the previous itinerary, while the next stop leads to a mobility system that has revolutionized how residents and visitors move around the city. Smart mobility, BRT tubos, and tourist bus Curitiba's public transportation system is internationally recognized as an innovative model of urban mobility, developed from the 1970s onward as a solution to connect the expanding city efficiently and sustainably. The most iconic component of this system is the BRT, Bus Rapid Transit, popularly known as tubos, due to the cylindrical glass and metal structures that function as boarding stations. These elevated stations allow passengers to board buses at the same level, eliminating the need for steps and significantly facilitating access for people with reduced mobility, older adults, and tourists with luggage. Operation is simple. Visitors purchase a transport card, called the single card, at any station, load credits, and use this same card to access all city bus lines, including the BRT express lines. For the senior traveler, this system offers exceptional comfort, as the stations have benches, full shelter from rain and sun, and clear signage in Portuguese and English indicating routes and destinations. The system's operating cost is extremely affordable, with options for single fares and multi-trip cards that offer progressive discounts. There are also special tourist passes available to visitors, such as the Tourist Card, which offers unlimited rides for 24 hours, allowing extensive exploration of the city without concerns about additional costs. BRT lines operate in an integrated manner, allowing passengers to transfer between different lines using only one fare, provided the transfer occurs within a set period, facilitating continuous movement across the city. Safety is ensured by camera surveillance, adequate lighting at all stations, and the presence of security staff during peak hours, creating a reliable environment for travel. Operating hours extend from the early morning until midnight, covering virtually all of a visitor's transportation needs, from early arrivals to late returns. To complement the mobility experience, there is also the Curitiba Tourist Bus, a specialized service that offers 26 stops at strategic points around the city, allowing visitors to hop on and off as they wish. This bus runs on a continuous loop, with departures approximately every 30 minutes, offering 24 and 48-hour passes for greater flexibility. The main advantage of the tourist bus is that it provides a quick overview of the city, enabling visitors to identify which attractions they want to explore more thoroughly, without the need for complex advanced planning. It is recommended to use the BRT tubos for daily travel and efficient logistics between specific points, while the tourist bus is ideal for a first overview or for days when visitors prefer less physical effort. With these mobility options well understood, you are prepared to navigate the city safely and efficiently, paving the way to explore the green spaces that define Curitiba's natural identity. Curitiba's natural parks, Tanguá and Barigui. Tanguá Park is a remarkable example of urban requalification, having been built in 1996 on the site of a former quarry that had been exploited for limestone extraction for decades. This transformation project converted a degraded area into a beautiful public park, equipped with panoramic overlooks, artificial lakes, tree-lined trails, and leisure structures that allow visitors to appreciate Curitiba's natural landscape from different perspectives. The park extends over approximately 44,000 square meters and offers an immersive experience amid nature, with easy and safe access for visitors of all ages. For the senior traveler, accessibility is ensured by paved paths with gentle inclines, rest areas with benches and shelter, and well-maintained restroom facilities strategically distributed. Sunset at Tanguá Park is particularly memorable, when golden light bathes the overlooks and creates ideal conditions for photography and contemplation. Barigui Park, located in the southern zone of Curitiba, is considered by many locals to be the city's green heart, functioning as a space for community life, physical exercise, and connection with nature. This park covers an area of 363,000 square meters and is bordered by the Barigui River, offering varied landscapes that include areas of native forest, open fields, lakes, and leisure structures such as sports courts, walking paths, and picnic areas. The beauty of Barigui Park is particularly notable on cloudy or gray-skied days, when the lush vegetation takes on deeper tones and the atmosphere gains a uniquely contemplative quality. Comfort during your visit is ensured by the ample availability of benches, shaded areas, drinking fountains, and free parking with enhanced security. Admission is free, and the park operates from 6 a.m. until dusk, allowing complete flexibility in planning your visit. To make the most of these two attractions, it is recommended to plan with weather conditions and personal preferences in mind. Tanguá Park is ideal for a late afternoon visit, when the sunset delivers an incomparable visual spectacle. Plan to spend approximately 90 minutes to fully explore the overlooks and trails. Barigui Park works best as a morning or mid-afternoon stop, allowing for peaceful walks and observation of daily local life in action. Both parks offer reinforced safety with constant surveillance and adequate lighting, allowing the senior traveler to enjoy the space with total peace of mind. It is advisable to bring a light jacket, as Curitiba's climate is temperate and often overcast, and to be prepared for possible quick showers, which, far from diminishing the experience, often add a mystical quality to the landscape. With this information, the visitor is prepared to explore the green spaces that define Curitiba's natural identity, paving the way to discover the works of art and architecture that complement the city's cultural experience. Art and Architecture, MON, Oscar Niemeyer Museum, and the Weyer Opera House. The Oscar Niemeyer Museum, MON, is an institution dedicated to the preservation, research, and exhibition of modern and contemporary artworks, serving as a benchmark cultural center not only for Curitiba, but for the entire southern region of Brazil. The building itself is an architectural masterpiece, designed by the renowned architect Oscar Niemeyer, featuring striking characteristics such as curvilinear forms, expansive glass surfaces, and harmonious integration with the surrounding natural environment. The museum's most iconic symbol is the sculpture known as the Eye, a monumental structure that serves as the main entrance and has become a recognizable visual landmark of the city. Exhibitions at MON rotate regularly, ranging from Brazilian contemporary art to large-scale international shows, offering diverse cultural experiences throughout the year. The museum offers affordable admission for foreign visitors, with special promotions on certain days of the week for local residents and foreign visitors. For the senior traveler, Accessibility is exemplary, with elevators, access ramps, adapted restrooms, and rest areas strategically distributed, allowing comfortable exploration of the galleries without excessive effort. The Wire Opera House, Opera de Arame, is a unique structure in the world, built entirely of steel tubes and glass, creating a visual effect of lightness and transparency that dramatically contrasts with its structural solidity. Inaugurated in 1992, this open-air theater was conceived as a venue for artistic performances, including operas, ballets, concerts, and various cultural events, maintaining a regular schedule throughout the year. The Wire Opera House's location is strategic, set on an elevated area that offers panoramic views of the city and the artificial lake that surrounds it, creating a natural setting of great beauty. The structure is accessible via paved paths with a gentle incline, and the interior offers comfortable seating with good sightlines to the stage, ensuring visitors of all ages can enjoy the performances. Safety is ensured by constant surveillance and adequate lighting, allowing visitors to enjoy the site with peace of mind, both during the day to appreciate the architecture and at night to attend performances. It is advisable to check the schedule in advance to plan your visit and choose the most interesting events, ensuring a personalized experience without unpleasant surprises. To optimize your experience at these two attractions, it is recommended to visit them in sequence on the same afternoon, taking advantage of natural light. MON is open from Tuesday to Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and requires approximately 2 to 3 hours to properly explore the main galleries. The Wire Opera House is just 15 minutes from MON, using the BRT or the tourist bus, allowing a natural transition between the two attractions. It is recommended to arrive at the Wire Opera House in the late afternoon, between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., to appreciate the architecture in ideal natural light, and if there is a scheduled performance, stay for the evening show. Both attractions offer cafes and rest areas, allowing visitors to set their pace according to their comfort needs. With these insights into art and architecture well in hand, the traveler is prepared to appreciate Curitiba's cultural dimension, paving the way to explore the sustainability and nature spaces that complement the urban experience. Unilivre and Urban Trails. The Free University of the Environment, Unilivre, is a unique educational institution dedicated to promoting knowledge about environmental sustainability, ecology, and nature conservation, functioning as a center for hands-on learning and contemplation. Unilivre's campus was built entirely with reforested eucalyptus wood, practically demonstrating the sustainability principles it advocates, and offers an immersive experience where visitors learn about ecological architecture, environmental management, and ecosystem preservation. The complex extends over approximately 64,000 square meters and includes themed pavilions, elevated walkways that cross native forest, artificial lakes for environmental education, and contemplation areas strategically positioned. For the senior visitor, accessibility is ensured by paved paths with gentle inclines, walkways with safety handrails, rest areas with benches and cover, and well-maintained restrooms distributed along the route. The site offers affordable admission for foreign visitors, with special promotions for senior tourists, and operates from Tuesday to Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., allowing for practical visit planning. Curitiba's urban trails provide a unique opportunity to connect with nature, without traveling to remote areas, enabling visitors to explore preserved ecosystems within the urban perimeter. Unilivre offers several trails of varying difficulty, from light 30-minute walks to more challenging 2-hour routes, allowing each visitor to choose according to physical ability and interest. The trails are well signposted, with informative signs in Portuguese and English explaining features of the local flora and fauna, and they offer frequent opportunities for pauses and contemplation. Comfort during walks is ensured by abundant shade provided by native forest, drinking water fountains at strategic points, and rest areas with benches. Safety is reinforced by constant surveillance, trails that are well lit during the day, and the presence of specialized guides available for educational tours. An essential recommendation for the senior tourist is to bring insect repellent, as the area has mosquitoes, especially during periods of higher humidity. To make the most of the Unilivre experience, it is recommended to plan your visit for the morning, when temperatures are milder and natural light is ideal for appreciating the landscape. The recommended average time on site is 2 to 3 hours to adequately explore the theme pavilions and complete a trail of light to moderate difficulty. It is advisable to wear comfortable footwear, suitable for walking on natural terrain, bring sufficient water, and be prepared for possible quick showers, which are common in the region. Unilivre also offers a cafe with healthy foods and beverages, allowing visitors to rest and eat during their stay. Getting to Unilivre is made easy by Curitiba's public transportation system, with direct buses departing from the city center, approximately a 30-minute trip. With these insights on sustainability and nature well understood, the traveler is prepared to explore Curitiba's environmental dimension, paving the way to discover the authentic flavors and cultural life that define the city's gastronomic identity. Flavors of the city, from Bar do Alemão to signature cocktails. Bar do Alemão is a historic Curitiba institution operating for over 80 years as a place of gathering, celebration, and preservation of the gastronomic traditions of the European immigrants who settled in the region. This establishment represents far more than a simple bar. It is a living museum of Curitiba's cultural history, where every corner tells stories of the generations that helped shape the city's identity. The menu features typical German and Polish dishes, including artisanal sausages, carne de onça, a traditional seasoned raw beef preparation, broinhas de chuva, and various types of imported cheeses. The most iconic drink at Bar do Alemão is the Submarino, a combination of chilled draft beer with a shot of Steinhager, a traditional German spirit, served in a ceramic mug that doubles as a souvenir of the visit. For the senior traveler, comfort is ensured by climate-controlled interiors, comfortable seating, adequate lighting, and an attentive staff offering assistance in multiple languages. Safety is reinforced by constant surveillance and a location in a well-lit, busy area of the city center. Curitiba's contemporary gastronomic scene offers an interesting contrast to the tradition represented by Bar do Alemão, showcasing modern cocktail bars that explore innovative techniques and local ingredients to create signature drinks. Establishments such as Dinguier exemplify this new generation of bars, where specialized bartenders craft personalized cocktails based on the customer's preferences, using premium spirits, house-made syrups, and fresh regional fruits. These modern bars provide a sophisticated atmosphere, carefully planned ambient lighting, curated or live music, and teams trained in international service standards. Safety is ensured through surveillance, proper lighting, and locations in well-developed neighborhoods such as Batel or Agua Verde. Accessibility is guaranteed by step-free entry, adapted restrooms, and sufficient space for the comfortable circulation of visitors with reduced mobility. Reservations are recommended in advance, especially on weekends. To make the most of Curitiba's culinary experience, consider planning an evening that combines both worlds. Begin at Bar do Alemão in the late afternoon, when the atmosphere is calmer and allows you to properly enjoy traditional dishes and drinks. Then head to a modern cocktail bar to end the night. Bar do Alemão offers full meals in different portion sizes. A smart strategy is to order half portions of a few dishes to sample a wider variety of flavors and ask the server for suggestions on drink pairings. Modern cocktail bars generally open from 6 p.m. onward, providing full flexibility in planning your evening. Getting from Bar do Alemão to the modern bars is easy via the public transportation system or by taxi or ride-hailing, with a trip of approximately 15 to 20 minutes. With these insights into Curitiba's gastronomic dimension well in hand, you now have a complete itinerary that integrates nature, history, mobility, art, sustainability, and authentic flavors. A truly immersive experience awaiting you at every corner of the city. Don't put it off any longer. Your journey starts here. You've reached the end of this guide with detailed information about Curitiba, but now comes the most important part. Action. Knowledge without application is merely entertainment, and you didn't come here to be entertained. You came to turn your next trip into a truly memorable experience. Have you stopped to imagine what it would be like to wake up in a city where each day offers a new discovery? Where you can stroll among century-old trees in the morning, debate ideas in historic squares in the afternoon, and end the night savoring dishes that carry the stories of generations. Curitiba is not just a destination, it's an invitation to live life at your own pace. It's not about finding the perfect moment, the perfect budget, or the ideal conditions. It's about recognizing that you deserve an experience that integrates nature, culture, history, and gastronomy in harmony, and that this city is already here, waiting for you. The transportation system runs with precision and efficiency. Safety is assured at every corner, and you now have a complete map with schedules, practical tips, and accessibility information to explore each attraction without surprises. The only barrier left is the decision to begin, and that decision, dear traveler, is entirely in your hands. Picture yourself 3 months from now. You're seated on a bench at Tangwa Park at dusk, watching the sunset reflected in the lakes, feeling that you've explored a city that truly works. You tasted an authentic submarino drink at Bar do Alemão, chatted with locals on the free walking tour, walked along Rua 15 de Novembro, and felt the energy of a city that respects its pedestrians. You visited Mon and understood why Oscar Niemeyer is considered a genius of architecture. You breathed fresh air in the botanical garden and at Unilever, and you returned home with real stories, not just pretty photos. This isn't a fantasy. It's a real possibility within your reach. What you need to do now is simple. Book your ticket, choose your dates. It's advisable to avoid periods of heavy rain between December and February, and start planning your itinerary using the detailed information you have. Take this guide with you. Print it or save it on your phone, and use it as a navigation map during your stay in Curitiba. But before you go, there's one last thing you need to do. Subscribe to our channel to keep learning about destinations that offer true quality of life, safety, accessibility, and cultural authenticity. Turn on notifications to receive updates on new travel guides, accessibility tips for senior tourists, information about cultural events in Curitiba, and recommendations for other Brazilian destinations that combine modernity with environmental preservation. Our commitment is to provide practical, verified, and useful information that transforms your travel experience, regardless of your age or physical ability. You deserve to travel with confidence, comfort, and the certainty that every moment will be well spent. Curitiba is waiting for you. Now the question is, are you ready to begin?